Trinidad police released 5 people detained in an alleged plot to destabilize the country. And in sport, Jamaica crushed Trinidad and Tobago in their opening clash of the Pan Am Badminton Championships. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Friday, February 16. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
The Jonkonu's fife, the rhythm of the drum, the strum of the pan, the lilt of the voice from island to mainland. All pigments and tones, old and young, his and hers, all we are one. You, we, me. This is UE TV.
In their first duet since the game-changing hit Happy Hour, Bahamian recording artist Dyson Knight and Wendy's latest release, Booksmart, has them sounding like the sonic proprietors of 2018. The dynamic song sits on the hip-sing rhythm produced by songwriters, visionaries, producers Johnny Blaze, Static, and DJ Sultan. Booksmart is already attracting international attention, receiving exciting reviews from radio industry professionals.
Trinidad and Tobago police say they have released 5 of the 13 people who had been detained in connection with an alleged plot to destabilize the country during the just-ended Carnival celebration. The announcement came as members of the Muslim Roundtable met with Attorney General Faris Alwari, National Security Minister Edmund Dillon, and Acting Commissioner of Police Stephen Williams on Thursday. Speaking to local reporters after the meeting, Imam Shiraz Khan of the New Islam Masjid said the community does not believe the investigations which are continuing stem from any feelings of Islamophobia on the part of the government or police. One of the men released is Tariq Mohammed, son of Trinidadian radio personality Shamoon Mohammed, who said he was surprised at his son's detention but happy he was back at home. We get more in this TV6 report.
Was questioned at the Riverside Plaza in Port of Spain in the presence of his attorneys, Radia Ali and Evans Welch, for close to half an hour. His attorneys told TV6 that their client opted to remain silent during the interview. They say the police were reminded of legal documents threatening a lawsuit by Mohammed's family if evidence was not brought against him. Close to 10:30 last night, Mohammed was taken to the Belmont police station and released and was met by relatives. Mohammed's father, who spoke to TV6 News via phone, said his family for years had given nothing but love and respect to this country.
Our family has a history of promoting culture on radio, television, on stage for more than since 1950. More than 60 consecutive years, starting with my uncle Kamaluddin, Shamsuddin and Moin Mohammed, and continuing with the younger generation like myself and Rafi and Jamal and so on. So we were greatly shocked to hear that our family now being considered as people trying to disrupt the carnival celebrations of Trinidad and Tobago. So that was a great shocker.
That report was by Mark Basant of TV6 News. The Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union, the ABWU, has won a landmark case in the Industrial Court against the Royal Bank of Canada. The union has challenged a unilateral decision by the financial institution not to pass on negotiated increases to employees who had reached the maximum salary scales in their respective categories. The court upheld the challenge. The ABWU General Secretary David Messiah said paying negotiated increases to all employees in the bargaining unit had been the established practice dating back more than 20 years. He noted that in 2004, the RBC took a unilateral decision to discontinue the practice of across-the-board increases for all members in the bargaining unit. And for almost 15 years, subsequent agreements between the union and RBC were concluded without that issue being settled. All efforts to resolve the matter through the processes established by the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Code failed, and in 2013, the matter was referred to the Industrial Court. Messiah said the union now has to make a determination of exactly how many workers have been affected by the practice in order to ascertain the total amounts outstanding to these employees, some of whom no longer work for RBC. Over in Jamaica, Government is projecting to spend approximately 774 billion Jamaican dollars in the new fiscal year. That's $32 billion less than the $806 billion budgeted for the current fiscal year, which ends on March 31. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says the budget had been formulated on the premise that all public sector trade unions would accept the proposed 4-year 16% agreement in time to facilitate payments related to the first full year of the new wage agreement. The negotiations are expected to be concluded by next Tuesday. Shaw told legislators that several of the unions representing some 2/3 of the public sector have already indicated their agreement with the proposed package of increases. He says that as a result of the imminent signing of the agreement, government will be tabling a second supplementary estimates for 2017-2018 to facilitate payment of the retroactive portion of the increase by the end of next month. Stay with us. Your midday sport is next. Jamaica crushed host Trinidad and Tobago in 5 sets in their opening clash of the Pan Am Badminton Championships. TV6's Vinod Nawani took in the action at the Indo facility and filed this report.
It was a rough opening morning for Trinidad and Tobago in the Pan Am Continental Championships being held in Tacarigua. Playing against Jamaica, TNT's Nicholas Bonkowski lost his match 21-5, 21-11 to Dennis Coke. Then Naeem Mohammed went under 21-13, 21-9 to Gareth Henry in the other clash before Ronaldo Sinanan was in action. Sinanan never had it easy in his game against Matthew Lee despite putting up a strong fight. Having lost the opening set 16-21, Sinanan came back hard at Lee to take the second one 21-15. But it was Lee who would dominate in the deciding set and clinch it 21-11. Disaster for TNT. On to the doubles, and it was much of the same old, same old. Bonkowski and Mohammed teamed up against Coke and Anthony McNee. Coke and McNee went on to beat the TNT duo in 2 straight sets, the scores being 21-9, 21-11, making it 4 straight wins for Jamaica. And in Game 5, Anil Sequel and Ronaldo Sinanan came up against Lee and Samuel Ricketts, but the imperious Reggae men won 21-7, 21-12 to make it a 5-0 clean sweep.
James Adams and Joe Weatherly hammered half-centuries as English County Hampshire made light work of combined campuses and colleges Marooners, brushing them aside by 9 wickets in the battle of the bottom-placed teams in Group A of the Regional Super 50, and that took place last night. Choosing to bat first at Kensington Oval, Marooners were bundled out for 124 in the 34th over, with Trinidadian Kajon Otley top scoring with an attacking 50 and Captain Kyle Cobbin chipping in with 31. In reply, Hampshire lost Thomas Alsop cheaply for 11 in the 5th over, but Captain Adams hit an unbeaten 66 and Weatherly 56 not out to see the visitors to victory with 22 overs left. Adams faced 68 balls and struck 6 fours and a 6. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.